Okay, have a pruner head. This one's from Sharel. Name's there. The Jameson makes a very similar one. What had happened is the connection between here and here was damaged, so I cut it out. And to get this portion out, and this is just a Jameson pole that got damaged. You can see the fray mark. We just cut it off to the right size. But the difficult part is getting the pole out of this section here. Initially, I took a screwdriver and I pried to remove it from the edges, but in the end, there were small parts like this thin around the outside, preventing a new one from going in. So what I did was I heated it up, and with an ice pick or anything with a fine point, I was able to get behind it, pry it out, pop it out. Then instead of putting a bolt through, I drilled 3/16 holes on either side, put the pop rivet through, put this bolt back through, and then going on to further maintaining. The connection between this steel and this aluminum is two rivets. Two rivets and a bolt. These rivets over time can loosen up. So what I do is I put this initial rivet in a vise and I tighten down on it. What that does is it expands and peens the head over to tighten that up again. Then I take it and I set it so that this rivet is on something hard and I peen on this. I also take the hammer and peen this over a little more. I then put oil on every moving connection, and I check this here for a sheen, which tells me that that area is rounded over. It's not sharp, like two sharp edges like in scissors, but being rounded over, it becomes dull. I then look at the blade for the same effect. When I'm doing a real thorough job, like during the winter, I may disconnect all of this. A tricky part is this spring. There's a clip here that takes a special tool. The name is escaping me at the moment, to take off. I've found ways of doing it with screwdrivers, and that's the easiest way to take that off and then to pry this up and out. But with everything out, you can get a better edge on this blade here and clean any debris. To adjust for tension, what I tend to do is tighten this up until it's just snug, and then back it off a little until I got some play in here. To make sure that this doesn't loosen up, I'll take a punch that has a point on it, similar to this one, and I will put it where the threads are on the nut, and I will drive it, which will peen things over, basically changing the shape of the metal so that it doesn't move easily, and that usually takes care of keeping that from moving. This is not something I do on a regular basis. I do it when this blade is very dull and when I have reason to believe that this needs to be pulled apart and cleaned. Otherwise, I wouldn't peen that, because over time it can wear on the nut and also the bolt. I hope that helps. But this is part of maintaining tools so that you can work efficiently. I have debated about finding a lighter spring, something that wasn't so strong, because as I've aged, I've found that some things, they don't need to be that strong. They can be customized to my liking, and so that may be a project I may take on. But the reality is I work with a bunch of younger guys, and they don't mind it, and so for them, I'll let them have these, and I'll customize one for myself. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, comment. If you have any questions, please ask them. I like to seek out the information that my subscribers are looking for and try to help you guys out and gals. Take care. Bye. Snap ring. That's the tool that I was referring to, and the part that holds that spring in place. Sorry for the blank at the time. Take care.